We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the nightcap to a big Christmas day full of football. The Ravens and the Niners. Off we go from Santa Clara. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
First carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, Wilson. He'll let this go for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Davante Adams. His 104th career touchdown. One shy have Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. After the interception, here's Wilson. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win.
I have no idea, Biggs. I wish I knew that answer, bro. I really do.
I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete to McBride. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, and that is incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6. Another run to Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On Herbert, his third interception. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held the...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey, ram. What is that?
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Hey, Ray. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Baylor Tiger. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. 5-9. 21.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Ray.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. This will go to Henry out wide. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now a 2nd and 10.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Home and troops right. Home and troops right. Hey, ram, ram, ram. Hey, ram, ram, ram. 59, 59. Go, go. Go.
Herbert throwing again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Herbert. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant, and he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw is Wilson. Completed out left to Dobbs. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork player. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Flushed out right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and 9 here. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Wilson on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Here's third and 9. Wilson going to change things up here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Romeo Doubs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, feel like you can take the spirit away from another team with their drop.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nico Collins, 69 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3
Nico been in that lab. He been in that lab, man.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Not supposed to throw it to the other team. Looking at it. He's thrown the ball.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49ers 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Tommy Trimble there to make the grab. And the Ravens stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, ram. 59. Go.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
Hey, Kaplan. Hey, go lion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
3rd and 2.
Let's go. Crowd right. Go.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Touchdown! Puka Nacua, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Okay.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Robinson with another carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson changing the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Davante Adams. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
Jabril Peppers on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Run! Home to right. 12. Hey, Ram. Hey, Ram. Ready?
One last throw here for Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught.